The story moves to the tribe. Go, the leader who catches the spies. Sun says to one of the goblins, "This is the jinn. I reserved it for you only. I was waiting for you." The leader says to himself, "It seems that the goblins' bodily fluids have a special effect in causing paralysis and stimulating female creatures. This gives them a better chance of winning against the elves." She says to them, "A spy, oh, obedient creatures. How dare you kidnap this princess and even try to attack the elves? You think you are strong, but for my mother's kindness, creatures like you would have been eliminated by the elves a long time ago. If even the pictures touch a part of me, my mother will not let you go." The new leader says, "How amusing. It seems that the elves you are talking about and the elves my followers are talking about are completely different. His followers may be fools, but they never lie. There is no need for further explanation. I will lead the tribe tonight, and we will reveal the truth. I tell one of his followers, go and marry the other two elves, swallow them and absorb their skills. As for you, the new leader mates with the elves. Notice from the system, congratulations. I have reached the limit of level 30. The elves' stealth skill has been obtained. The elves' night vision skill has been obtained." The story moves to the queen of the elves. She says to one of the elves, "Aren't you Kasana anymore?" The elves say to her, "Yes, our holy mother. She left a long time ago, and she should have returned by now." "Holy mother, I think we should send some people to inspect it, as it would be a good opportunity to kill some goblins and raise the levels of our tribe's warriors." The queen tells him, "Well, take some warriors to the goblin tribe to support the princess." Suddenly, they hear a voice telling them that the princess will not return tonight. They shoot arrows at the queen, and some of her followers say goblins. The new leader of the goblins says the princess has already been arrested and soon she will give birth to my child. We will become a family now. The queen takes her sword and goes towards him, and she is angry. She says, "What have you done to my princess?" He says to her, "What do you think? Your tribe has been besieged. Surrender voluntarily, and I will consider treating you well." But she falls to the ground after touching the arrow. The new leader says that the arrow she just shot at you was covered in goblin fluids. Once you touch it, you will quickly be paralyzed. While I was outside, I heard you talking about upgrading your warriors and stimulating potions. So it turns out that the elves have always used ORCs this way. But I think you did not expect that the goblins would come one day to settle their scores with you, elves. The queen mother says to herself, could this goblin be the new leader that the princess was talking about? The new leader of the goblins says, it seems the time has come. Kill them. He takes out the knife and places it on the queen's neck and says, okay, now is the time to talk about cooperation. The queen hears their screams and the goblins kill them. They say, Holy Mother, save him. We do not want the goblins to take us. The queen screams and says, what have you done to my tribe? I say, the new leader of the goblins. Now, the goblins are not weaker than the elves, so you do not have the ability to resist. When the elves had the power, they slaughtered the Apharites. So it is natural for them to feel revenge when they became powerful. I advise you to face reality. We need more stronger and more powerful goblin warriors, so we need you as to whether they will live or die after achieving this. It all depends on your position. As Holy Mother, the queen tells him, as long as you don't kill the children, as long as they are still alive, I can do whatever you want me to do. I am ready to bring them to stay with you and have your children. Events move to the goblin tribe, and the Holy Queen Mother appears before us, holding a pipe next to her children. The princess says to the queen, even you were captured by goblins. What will we do in the future? The queen says to the princess, I apologize, my daughter. It's my fault. I evaluated them wrongly. I did not expect the goblins to have much power over the elves. Now, there are only women and children left of the elves. To preserve our lineage, we need to mate with the goblins. From now on, we can only stay within the goblin tribe. The new leader of the goblins says to the queen and her followers, you must all stay inside the camp, and I will arrange your meals daily. If anyone has bad intentions, don't blame me. If I kill you all, the queen says to him, I understand. but I have a request. These are all my children. Can I take care of them? The female demon tells him, I can't take care of them all alone. Then let her help. From now on, she can take care of the children. The new goblin leader says to himself, when they grow up, these children can also add great power to the tribe. Let's take a look at the statistics after mating with the Holy Mother. System congratulations to the host for getting the multiplier boost, which adds 200 health, 30 strength, and 30 defense. He says to himself, could it be that my qualifications have already been unlocked to the highest level? Recently, all acquired values have been directly converted into attributes. It seems that from now on all he has to do to increase my strength is continue to mate with stronger individuals and make them give birth. His current strength is already enough to crush a loader. After this species gives birth, I am looking for an opportunity to deal with him. Half a month after the elves were detained in the goblin tribe, some of the elves gave birth to goblin children, but they did not accept the goblin children as their own. One of the elves said, "Oh my God, is this my child? How disgusting. Stay away from me. I don't want to have this type of child. It's terrifying." The new goblin leader asks the female goblin how many elven births we have so far. The female goblin tells him that the number of births so far has reached 40. Suddenly, the leader of the goblins hears the screams of the elven princess, and she responds, but she cannot give birth to her child. She screams and says, "I cannot do this anymore." The queen says, "Please save her. It is the first time she has given birth, and it seems that she is about to die. Do you know how to do this?" He goes to help her give birth and tells her, "I know a little." He helps her give birth to her child and goes to wash his hand. He hears one of the elves screaming, and she says, "Let me go." Some goblins are trying to mate with the elves, but the leader of the goblins goes to them and takes out the knife and tells them, and he is the one who did it, to wait until they completely rest and recover before allowing them to reproduce. Whoever disobeys this, except the punishment is death. The queen, the saint of the elves, says to him, "You are different from the rest of the goblins." The leader tells her, "This is what must be done. As long as you behave well, you will be treated better." Suddenly, the system shows a scenario for stimulating life. The current scenario begins with the arrest of the elves. After a lot of effort, the Jinn tribe invaded and carried off all the Jinn females. After the Jinn becomes pregnant, she gives birth to a goblin with stronger characteristics than normal goblins. Given that the tribe is about to expand, she decides to take revenge on the Lord and the others. You infiltrate his shining country alone and succeed in locating the group of sword heroes. Choice number 1, take action yourself and attempt to kill the loader and others. Rating 50. Choice number 2, lead the goblins to take revenge and commit a massacre in Shining Town. Rating 30. Choice number 3, wait and watch. If you think the timing is not right yet, watch for a longer period. Rating 10. He says to himself, how could you find them so quickly? Although his current strength is almost equal to that of Loader, the strength of his comrades should not be underestimated. The life characteristics should allow me to easily kill Loader. He chooses the number 1 option. Take action yourself and attempt to kill Loader and the others. Rating 50. The stimulating life scenario begins now. Finally, she found an opportunity to attack Loader when he was alone. She decided to strike decisively, and Loader was almost killed in the process. However, at that moment, Loader's teacher, the Sword Saint of the human race, appeared. The Sword Saint saved Loader and died horribly under her sword. Soon Loader and his group returned to the capital and never saw him again. Summary: facing the powerful Sword Saint, there was no chance of escape. You must be careful. Score: 30 points out of 100. Reward: 30 points. Shame: the stimulating life scenario was completed. With time advancing by 9 days, I say the new leader of the goblins himself is a sword saint from the human race. Why would a strong personality appear like this in a small place? I did not expect Loader and his group to leave the sunny town. Once they leave, it will be difficult to find them again. It seems that I need to hurry. He goes to his demon, Yo, and tells her that I need to go to the human lands for a few days. The warriors in the tribe listen to you more than others. So I will leave the tribe in your hands. The queen of the elves says to him, are you crazy? If you are discovered by humans in the lands of one day, you will be crushed and killed. He says, you know that I have a grudge against humans. I must seek revenge. The queen of the elves says, wait, don't act recklessly. Why don't you let me help you? I can cast a spell that hides you so that the skin does not reveal you. The new leader says to the queen, I did not expect you to care about my safety. How rare this happens. She is just afraid of the goblins. They will be more cruel to us if I die. Besides, my children are all here. Only if you return safely will we be safe. The leader says to himself, this holy mother really knows how to survive. The demon Yulin Tian tells him, I will take care of the tribe for you.